Hi Capricorn, this is Kay. You're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome to the channel and welcome to your reading. So we're going to do the past, near or far to you. Depends on what it means to you. The present and, excuse me, near future energies. Archangel Michael, what do we have for the past energy? For Capricorn, we have Pillory, all right? And present day future is Scythe. Wow. And this one wants to come out. We got the Phoenix. Lovely. Okay. Let's have a look. So Pillory, for the near or far past, you decide. It's open dishonor, humiliation, finding fault, punishment, abusive, shut down, caught, public ridicule and mockery, nowhere to run, censorship, serving time, and vulnerable. That's 5 and means change. Okay, this is 10, which is the end. Cutting something off, harvesting it, and that's the end of it. We've got the Knight of Diamonds, or Knight of Pentacles. That's that valuable energy of taking things like methodically plodding along but being successful, and will be successful. You'll cross the finish line. The Scythe, sudden, unexpected accident, cut, release, harvest, liberate, shock, ripping off the band-aid, surprise, a reckoning. All right, so present day energy. It's a surprise, a reckoning, something suddenly was cut off. You've released yourself from something. You liberated yourself. You're ripped off the band-aid. You just went for it. And the near future is the Phoenix. 25 is 7, and it's heaven number, right? It's 7. It has to do with spirit. Phoenix is the death and rebirth, immortality, catalytic heart awakening, rising up from the ashes, total transformation, and complete renewal. So it's kind of like the death card in the tarot, but it's a spiritual elevation. It's rising up from what it was that had brought you down to your knees, you know? And you cutting all that away, that energy away, releasing yourself from the negativity, repercussions, or whatever it was that you experienced, whether it was just you solely having been in a difficult situation, or with a group of people, or another person in business, or friend, family member, something like that you just got kind of into trouble. Whether it's financial trouble, illegal trouble, relationship trouble. Let's find out, Archangel Michael. Thank you. The snake, 7 heaven. So again, the snake is the snake. The snake is like somebody who's been, sneaky, slimy, person that, we call people, they're such a snake, slithery and slimy and not pleasant. Sneaky, dangerous too, can be dangerous. They could have a devastating bite, but it also can be spiritually transforming, because it sheds its skin. It sheds its old skin and becomes new again. It renews. It renews. Where was this? Complete renewal. Complete renewal. Very interesting. So you have been transforming. Maybe you were in a different mindset, frame of mind, where in the past, because the past could be the past that's caught up with you, whatever, but it's something that was not positive. You know, it was negative energy that needed to change, and change it did. So whatever it was that you were caught up in, it could have been something to do that became public knowledge. Maybe being blamed for something, maybe being sued, you know, through the courts, sued for something. And you have gained a new perspective in the sense that you realize you can't keep on this way. Can't keep on this way because you're not getting where you want to be in life. You're not experiencing a happy, secure and safe life, Capricorn. You are you're either messed up with or in collaboration with people who are dishonest. That kind of made it pulled the whole veil down over you too, because whatever they were doing, even if you didn't, you know, have anything to do with it, you know, your hands were, you didn't touch it, you didn't do anything with it, just your association, guilty by association, right? That people, other people, the public, you worked for a company that was doing something, so therefore you must have the same ideas or same moral compass as the people you work for, kind of thing. Like that idea where the public would immediately call you out as being somebody who is sneaking underhanded, kind of thing, just as much as the people you were involved with or collaborating with. And you needed to get out from underneath that low-lying ceiling, that umbrella, that darkness. Yeah, okay. Present day, the fox. Oh, God. Okay, fox, which is 14, which is 5. It's change again. So I was saying with 7, heaven is like things, you said something's got to change. Right? You said to yourself, I can't be part of this, I can't do this, whatever. Or I can't behave like this, whatever. If you're the one, or if you're associated with people doing stuff like that, you just finally said, something's got to change. I can't do this, I can't be part of this, I can't keep doing this. I think I said that already. And the divine said, okay, I heard you, the divine said, right? I heard you saying you want to start walking getting out from underneath someone else's shadow and start walking in the light, right? Doing things right the moral way. Even if you weren't being immoral, you still have to get out from the shadow of other people, how they see you or perceive you, because you're involved with these others. So, the divine says, I heard you. You want to walk in the light. You want to totally disassociate yourself with that. And they're like, the spirit's going like, yay, you know. And they're saying, okay, we're going to help you right now. Cut all of that away. You've learned you've had some pretty rough lessons to learn, and you learned from it. Now it's a matter of you taking what you know, have learned from it, and removing yourself completely from it, and rise up from those ashes that burn, that you were burned by whatever was going on, Capricorn. With that, you're rising up from those ashes. The mountain is 21, so that's 3. That's communication. You're going to be able to get, to overcome, to bypass or surpass the major obstacle that's going to help you to complete your renewal. Like, letting go of this old skin, this old employer, this old group, this old organization, this old just mindset, this old project that you might have been involved in just because you worked for the company, or you're associated with them in some way, shape, or form, something. But you are going to be completing this renewal and overcoming. This is the 8 of Wands, which is about communication. And of course, 3 is communication. So you're going to be communicating with someone or in some way, or receiving communication that's going to help you find the most direct path around or over the mountain, over the challenge or obstacle. And if that has to do with something to do with legally being involved, that you're going to be somehow going to be able to sidestep justice. I was going to say sidestep the legal ramifications that the others are going to be needing to answer to and face and serve time for, or to be politically or publicly humiliated in some way, that it's going to stick with them for a while. But you're going to be able to, because you're going to be saying, thank you, Lord, that I didn't ever really put my hand in it. It was tempting. It was there for me to do it, but I always said no, or I don't know, or I got to think about it, whatever it was. And thank you, Lord, I never did. I feel like I somehow dodged a bullet, right? And you're saying, I am definitely learned my lesson. I'm not going to be involved. I'll be seeing red flags and paying attention to those red flags when someone starts talking about this, that, the other thing, whatever. I'm not going to associate with people in that area of business, or whatever it is, life, the gang maybe that was somehow associated with, some kind of street gang or something like that. You're going to be putting some distance between you and that whole scenario, that whole situation, that whole group of people, or whatever it was for you, and going the straight and narrow. Like, you are more so adamant about making sure that what your choices are from now on are going to be choices that are going to help you rise. So you rise above, you fly over any obstacle, right, on your path. You rise above as a phoenix, you're flying, and you are taking the moral high ground, which is going to help you fly over to totally clear any of the highest mountaintops, right? And then you've got justice right here. So this could be a legal thing for you, but in any case, justice is about bringing balance in. You're going to bring balance back into your life from this being out of balance, wacky, one too far one way in the negative, sneaky, underhanded kind of stuff. You decided you're shedding your skin, you're shedding those people, you're shedding the idea, you're shedding the business, you're shedding this, that, and the other thing, and you're cutting yourself away completely because you don't want to be associated, to be seen as you're also a sneaky, underhanded, opportunist that a fox is in the hen house, right? This is going to bring you balance, because you're changing the company you keep. You're changing your ideas about how things should be done. The company you have been keeping, you're changing that. So, but to those who are not honest, or who approach him from curiosity, he is most terrible, and few have ever dared ask to see his face. Receive what you deserve. So you're going to be receiving what you deserve, and it could be that you might be getting sued right now too, or put in the public eye as being guilty of in some fashion, an opportunist, somebody who is a bad person in the public eye. that's all going to come into balance because you're deciding to walk away from those people, that situation, that energy. And we've got the Hermit. Ah, perfect. So it's kind of like a dark night in the soul for you, where you're caught up in something that scared the bejeebies out of you, and you're saying, how did I get messed up with this? Or I just need to, I'm scared, I'm worried, I'm going to maybe get a fine or go to jail, you know, serve jail time or something, and have to go to court, you know, something really, really serious. Could be something really, really serious, Capricorn, and you're like, holy cow, it's like dark night of the soul for me. I've hit rock bottom because I'm truly scared, or I'm truly depressed, I'm truly anxious, and you're seeking balance from within yourself, like saying, Lord, I need you to save me, you know, that kind of thing, right? Whatever that is for you, you're saying, please, if there ever is a God, you know, I need you now. Okay, did I do this already? I don't recall. Did I shuffle this? I don't think so. Okay, so now we're going to get more information about this Capricorn. Yeah, very interesting. I'm sorry for you to be dealing with this. Scary stuff. Six of Swords. Six of Swords, so a solution. And you see, the public solution is to get pillarize you, you know, to put you head and hands in that stock right there, and let you sweat it out, let you be humiliated in public. That's the public solution to whatever it is that there is, like, you're guilty by association in the public's eye. You're just guilty. You're not going to be proven guilty. You're just guilty already. And it may you just be thinking about that about yourself. But yeah, the Ace of Wands, look at, we've got you saying, you know what, I got to walk a different path. This is the divine heard you. Says, I have a solution for you. We're going to give you a new beginning, give you a new chance to make things right. To follow your passion, not the passion of others. To pursue what is right for you, and not just to go along with the others, the norm, you know, to follow the norm. You don't have to follow the norm. Sometimes the norm gets you in trouble, especially spiritually, because you're not walking your path, your individualized, unique path of your destiny, of your fate. We've got Temperance here. So we got Justice and Temperance right here. Boy, you must be feeling a lot better right now, knowing that you're disassociating yourself with the opportunists that you were involved with. The sneaky, underhanded, I'm going to go in and take what I believe is mine, or just take what I believe I should have, and even though it might be someone else's. Like the chickens, right? So Temperance, balance and balance. Peace and calm. This is balance and fairness. Just, it's just. It's just. You know, you seek within, and you will be given, you will be brought to justice by the divine, in the sense that you give over whatever it was that didn't sit right in your heart. You give that over, and you will be brought into balance with a sense of calm, knowing that the divine's taking care of you. It's got your back. You'll be okay. Two of Swords is like sitting on the fence. The divine's saying you need to make a decision. So right now you might be, you know, it could be that others are trying to convince you to come back into the fold, or not to leave in the first place. Trying to keep you involved in somehow with the Fox energy here. You're trying to liberate yourself from this, but you might have like really close friends that are still in it, and they're like not wanting to let you go too easily. Because they, how could you think about leaving this? Or how could you think about not being with us anymore? That's nonsense. You know, you need to be, you're this, you've been like this, blah, blah, blah. They're giving you all sorts of reasons why you should stay in the game. Whatever this game is that was not good for you. Yeah, so you need to, you know, truly have this sudden, incomplete cutting away, releasing yourself completely from this energy here with whoever it is you're associated with. And if it's not, if it's this just you, it's again, you've got to totally cut away, Capricorn, your ideas of trying to monopolize on opportunities that really aren't yours to monopolize on. Could be in love, you know, relationship wise, work, career, financial, money, right? Just money, however it is that you get your money. You've got to really, the divine saying, you got to make a decision. Rip off your blindfold about these ones that you've been associating with. They only want to keep you in it because they're telling you that you're best buds, best friends, whatever, but it's because they need to have others that are going to be just as guilty kind of thing. They, you know, it breeds, right? It breeds. Dishonesty breeds dishonesty. So if someone's being dishonest or you know, just in betrayal energy, whatever it is, it's like they need to have company. They need to have company with them to be that, to do it with them, if you understand what I'm saying. They don't want to let you go because that's one less person who is setting themselves free from it. And it could be that secretly they would like to be able to be set free from it, but the temptations are too real for them. Okay, and then the Nine of Cups. Wow. Nine of Cups goes with the Phoenix card here. This one goes with this one. All right, this one goes with this one, and so forth. So we got the Phoenix is rising. You're having a rebirth in the near future. Nine of Cups energy. This is you, individually, you. Setting yourself free and sitting in the energy of feeling emotionally fulfilled, like, phew, I sure dodged a bullet. I'm so happy I'm not involved in that anymore. Or I'm so happy I changed my ways. Depending what this is about. And then the mountain, we got the tower. So there's the tower with that mountain, but this is going to be, because you're rising from the ashes and you got the Nine of Cups energy, this tower is going to be, it's not going to have the whole breakdown and dissolution energy. Like it's not going to have those symptoms. And then the result of something, because you're figuring out that when you rise from the ashes, you overcome. You overcome. It's Nine of Cups energy time, because you're thinking differently. You're not associated with this anymore. And the tower is going to be something that is actually, it's that complete renewal where you have allowed things to come down. You know, for you to totally say, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm not doing this anymore. Not doing this with you. I'm just not doing this at all. I'm not going to be like this anymore. That's it. You've totally cut yourself away and you've let it all come down. Whatever your life was like before. With the Empress energy, the Fool energy, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Holy cow. And the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Looks really good, Capricorn. So you are definitely stepping into I am boss energy. I'm the boss. I am not going to be, you know, get sucked into anything else, or I'm evolving. You know, I'm getting in touch with my true self. I'm healing my old ways of doing things and thinking. I'm going to be fair and just. With the Six of Pentacles, things are going to be balanced, you know, equal give and take. So things are just going to be really good because you're in the Empress energy. We come and go from these energies. We don't constantly stay in Empress energy unless you're something like the Maharaji or Muhammad, or, you know, the Buddha, Jesus. Okay, so this is like you are able to take risks now, but in a positive light, though it's going to worry you at times with the Nine of Swords. It's going to worry you about taking risk, because possibly you took risks here and you ended up attracting people, but you were in this different energy then, and so we always attract what we're like, what our magnet goes out. So you were in that energy that was a perfect match for the people that you're associating with, or the person that you were in a relationship with, or the company you worked for. Whatever it was, you were perfectly matched then until you said, I'm not going to do that anymore, and you changed your vibration. So you don't have to worry, but I understand if you do. It's natural human tendency, right? Because you're going to be going out on your own independently. You're walking away from what you weren't, the people that you were involved with before, or a relationship that you were in that was not good for you, that you stepped out of, you stepped away from. And life is just going to be giving back to you. This is that equal give and take. So you put out what it is that you truly want to experience in your life, attract in your life, as that magnet of the different kind of energy than you've been in before. The Nine of Cups here, Empress energy, Fool energy. You're going to be receiving like kind, right? Like kind. So you give, you will receive from the universe. So people and places and things and resources and everything else that you become that magnet to attract that, it'll show up on your path. It'll show up in your life to help you to continue to progress forward in very positive ways. Baby steps, one little step at a time, right? One little step at a time. This looks fabulous, Capricorn. I'm so proud of you and so happy for you that you've been able to break away from the old energy here. Thank goodness. So take care, please like and subscribe and share, and bye for now.